Hello everybody and welcome to Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, the capital of Saudi Arabia. I arrived a few days ago and I am now staying in this lovely little hotel. And I wanted to make a video to you guys about 5 things that I think you should consider bringing on your next long distance motorcycle adventure. This is not the usual stuff, you know, camping gear and all those things, all that you know already. And stay tuned to the end because I've added a 6th thing that I think very few people think about, but it can really be a lifesaver. You all know that I like to travel really light. So I will look at every single item in my luggage and discuss with that item, do you really deserve to come with me on this trip? I will cut away the handle on my brush. I will cut away all labels in my clothes. Anything that is unnecessary is cut away. And that leaves space for me to bring things that I would like to bring, like my computer and camera gear, etc. But before we start, I need to do one thing. I need to add 3 flags to my windscreen here because I am a little bit behind. I need to add Qatar, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia. All right, let's get back to the 5 items. First item is a nice knife. Not a multi-tool or the Leatherman or something like that, but just a nice knife. I have it in my right pocket in my pants, in my bike pants, and I use this knife freaking all the time for eating. I use it for cooking, cutting a watermelon on a break. I use it when I do repairs on the bike. I use it for maintaining my gear. I use it for all kinds of things. And it's nice and compact. I can keep it in my pocket, where I find that a multi-tool is just a little bit too bulky to keep in your pocket. And this one is nice for eating a nice steak as well. Next item I like to keep here in my tank bag, and that is a very big power bank. So when you travel long distance on a motorcycle like I do and you like to camp, I feel that this power bank, which is a power delivery 26,800 milliampere hours, I think it's called, which is just below the 27 milliampere hours that you are allowed to bring on an airplane. This power bank allows me to go remote places, camp maybe for several days, because I know that I can charge my devices. I like to have my devices charged. I like to use my phone, take photos, action cameras, and I really don't like to go off-road if I know I'm not able to charge. So this one is awesome. Next item is a lightweight backpack. This little backpack is so compact and so lightweight, and it just takes absolutely no space, and I use it all the time. I use it for border crossings. I like to prepare all the papers and put it in that little backpack so that I don't have to get any papers out of my panniers or anything. For when I go shopping, or let's say I go just on a day trip somewhere, then I will also use it. Maybe I have some snacks or water or some camera gear in it, my power bank. So yeah, this one comes in really handy. The next item I like to keep in my pannier together with my camping gear, and it is some string. This comes in really handy if you're camping and the winds are super strong and you want to tie your tent to maybe the motorcycle, or it's raining and you want to put up the tarp over your tent, or you might need to tie the motorcycle to a tree or whatever because it's just storming. So that comes in handy. It also comes in handy, let's say you just washed your clothes in a river and now you want to dry your clothes, or you're in a guest room and there's just nowhere to hang your clothes. Hang up the string and put your wet laundry up on the strings. The fifth item that I think everyone should bring on a long distance motorcycle adventure is a personal safety device. It's a satellite device I carry right now, the one that's called Spot. Before I used Garmin's InReach Mini, but there are other devices out there. This one is awesome to carry on you. First of all, it's not dependent on the mobile network anywhere, so you're connected to satellites, and it means that your family and friends, whoever you choose, will be able to see where you are at all time. It also has an SOS button that you can push in case of an emergency, and you do of course pay for that service, but this is really cool. Not only if you're traveling alone, if you are traveling with a partner and you're somewhere in the middle of nowhere and your partner had a bad accident and need medical assistance right away, then it would be horrible for you to leave your partner there to go for help because you don't have any network. So to be able to push a button here and know that help is gonna come, that really gives a peace of mind. I think this would be a great gift. Say your son or daughter is going on a big adventure, maybe your partner, because it's a little bit expensive and it might not be that item that he or she is putting, on her pack list. I just want to say that I have paid for all of these things myself. I'm not sponsored at all. And that brings us to the sixth item, the extra item that I think everybody should bring. And it's a little bit silly, you're probably gonna laugh. But before we go there, remember to subscribe. Here it is. It's an umbrella. Maybe not what you expected. But this can be a real lifesaver, especially if you are in the desert. Let's say you are riding through Saudi Arabia, you have a breakdown, you have a flat. There's absolutely no shade. You're just gonna be standing there in 45 degrees. It can also be really cool if you're in a rainy place. Say you are in Uganda in the rainy season. It can be really nice if you're there on the side of the road, you have a breakdown, that you can work under an umbrella. Or maybe you just have to walk 4 kilometers to get petrol. Whatever is the situation, it can be really nice. It doesn't weigh much, it's a little lightweight one. I like to keep it here in my little pouch here in the back, where it's kind of out of the way. I don't need many things in that pouch very often, so I just keep it there for a rainy day or for a very hot day. That was it, guys. Those were the 5+1 things that I think everyone should consider bringing on a long distance motorcycle trip, whether they travel alone or together with someone. Let me know if there are things that you would put on your pack list. I know we all have a huge pack list, and I also know that a lot of you want me to go through every single item that I have in these bags, and I have anxiety about that because it would be real actually just how much crap I'm riding around with. But let me know if you really want me to do that video, like really, then I might do it. Otherwise, I prefer to just... Thanks for watching this episode, 5 things plus 1 that I think you should bring. Remember to subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!